Hi and welcome to another video. It has now been 2 months ago that I decided I would like to create a community server for Path of Titans. Maybe you've seen my first video, I talked about it and I tried to get people excited about it. It should be a place where people could experience a realistic dinosaur world. So I started the Pan server and I always thought that maybe I will be able to find some people who share the same ideas and we can have some good game sessions together. I never expected or planned that it would turn out the way it did, because within only 2 months, Pawn has become one of the top community servers of Path of Titans, sitting at the top or sometimes the second spot most of the time. At the time I make this video, almost 5,000 players have been on our server at least once, and we also had a whole group of people that volunteered and helped on the server, became the team of the server, and all this is awesome. I mean, it's more than I ever expected. I didn't thought it would go that way, and I love what's happening to the server, and I do enjoy my time there. But the popularity of the server does also mean that it attracts a lot of different players and playstyles, which is great, but sometimes I just wish that we could go even a bit further when it comes to the realism aspect of it. So, together with my team, we decided to take the whole project one step further. We want to launch a second server, one that has a heavy focus on role playing and realism. Now, this server is going to be different than the first pawn server. The normal pawn server will continue the way it is, and we'll keep playing there and we'll keep enjoying it. But there will be a new server that is really focused on role playing. It will only be open for players who really wish to role play their dinosaurs. So let me give you a couple of examples to explain what I mean with role playing as a dinosaur. And yes, I'm well aware that for many of you this kind of gameplay will probably not sound very attractive, but I'm pretty sure there are other RP enthusiasts out there like me who would enjoy that kind of gameplay. Okay, first of all, if one of the main things you enjoy in Path of Titans is PvP, I can already tell you that this server most likely will not be that much fun for you. Yes, of course there will be hunting and there will be fighting, but it will certainly not happen as often as on normal servers, and it will not be a focus. RP dinosaur would usually try to avoid fights with opponents of equal strength in order to avoid injuries. If a hunt doesn't go smoothly, a predator would retreat rather quickly and not wait to be seriously injured before calling the hunt off. And scavenging carcasses would be a very attractive alternative to attacking a dangerous target. So there will be fighting in, of course, on the role-playing server as well, because hunts are still a thing and predators need to eat, but it will be far less common. Let me give you some more examples about role-playing. For example, if you're a carnivore and you just finished a hunt and filled your stomach, you will probably lay down for quite a while and just recover before you would even think of doing something else. If you would travel from one place to another, you would probably walk and not run, because why would you waste energy needlessly? You would spend time sleeping and resting regularly and other things like that. And other things like, for example, personal space would become very important. You would avoid being close to dinosaurs that are not part of your herd or pack. If you're strong, you will not tolerate any other dino to invade your personal space. If you're weak, you will probably change your location if you only suspect a predator may be lurking around. Herbivores in general would not feel comfortable if carnies show up nearby and would probably leave the area. Young or small dinos would most likely avoid open plains and stick to forests where they can find a lot of hiding spots, and so on. And then there's the whole thing about groups or families. Now this depends on the species, of course, but most dinosaurs would not just group up with any other dino, just because they are of the same species. They would not trust another dino they've never met before, so in order to form groups you will have to bond first with other dinos, and depending on circumstances and personalities, this might take quite time. But on the other side, if bonds are formed once, they can become stronger and stronger over time. Packs, herds and families will start to grow, where every individual knows the others. Also, a lot of those families will not just wander around the whole map, but will have their favorite hotspots, sleeping areas, feeding areas, and so on. And then there are the server settings that are also different to main servers. The main difference to other servers is how growth would be handled. Also different to the normal pawn server. You will not get any growth by doing quests. It will be the only way to grow your dinosaur will be the passive growth, the growth that happens over time. But the growth rate will be really slow. It's going to take many hours to grow to adulthood. But this is okay since the idea of the server is role playing and not PvP, so being a full grown adult is of less importance. But experience the whole story of your dino growing up while facing many obstacles. That is the one thing that is important, or the one thing that we enjoy doing together. So yeah, that's a couple of examples. I'm well aware that role playing on a dino game is not everyone's thing, and for some of you the server I just described might not sound like a lot of fun. But I'm also sure that there are the RP purists out there that would enjoy such a world. So that's why we want to launch it. If you're interested, it will be a whitelist server, so you will have to apply for it if you want to take part in it, because we really want to make sure that people are here for the role playing and the realism settings. So you can apply for it on our Discord server. I will place a description to this video on how to do it, and yeah, if your application gets accepted, you can join us on this new server, the Pan RP server. So it would be great to see you there. It would be great to spend some really nice role-playing sessions together and experience a world that is even more realistic than the first Pan server is. For all of you playing on the first Pan server, keep enjoying your time there. The server will be continuing running like it is. It will not slow down, and there are a lot of players, so I'm not afraid that population will go down because we have a second one. It might even give you the chance, because most of the time the server is full, so it might even give some open spots for new players. So enjoy the time on the normal Pan server, but if you're really interested in the role playing, you can join us there. Thank you very much.